Hi all. There's something that's been on my mind for a while now that I want to talk about, and that topic is why I like when people don't think I'm a mom. So I don't want any, moms to take this the wrong way, all you moms out there, because I'm one of you and I love you. And I would never, ever say anything bad about being a mom. I love being a mom. It's cool. But I get a special tickle in my heart when I tell people I'm a mom and they say, what? And that happens quite often. One, it's an indicator that this person thinks I'm pretty cool if they are shocked and amazed that I'm a mom. And two, it cracks me up because clearly we have such rigid ideas of how a mom should both look and act. Excuse me, I didn't go out in my curlers and slippers today, although I totally have left the house wearing my slippers on accident because after a rough night of feeding a baby and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like people are shocked that you're an autonomous human being going out and daring to look a certain way and be a part of the waking world, and yeah, you have a kid at home. And it's really interesting to know that, I think intellectually most people realize that moms are multifaceted beings, and we're out there working, and we have social lives, and we have active sex lives, and we have passions, and we're not just all up in our kids. I just wanted to talk about that because I've been thinking about lately how this comes back to my blog and my brand, really. Mamafierce was started in 2013, I want to say a few months after my son was born. And it was just a way to keep my creative juices flowing and really my sanity. Writing is such an integral part of my personality that I just had to find a way to keep doing it. And that seemed like a, logical thing. So just to chronicle both, becoming a new mom and trying to keep my identity. That's what Mamafierce was born of. And it was going to be equal parts fashion and momming. And over time, I found that I didn't really like to write about motherhood all that much because I feel like most of it has been said. I occasionally still write about it, but greater writers have said better things about motherhood. And really, I had more to say about personal style and fashion and fat positivity and body politics. So I struggled for a little bit there about whether or not I would keep the mom component of Mamafierce. Basically, like, would I change the name? Would I rebrand? Would I, try and become a different entity? Because, was the motherhood really fitting in there in the first place? And ultimately, I decided to keep it in because I still am a mom here. It still is a part of my daily life. I see my kid every day. I live with my kid. My kid is a part of my life and my identity. So if this blog is about my life and my identity, then I wanted to keep that component, first and foremost, even though I'm totally in love with my kid. In case you haven't met him, he is phenomenal. He is a miraculous human being made of stardust. Yeah. It's a whole journey, being a mom, and I just didn't want to put that aside just because I wasn't writing about it all that much. It's important to me to represent the kind of mom that you might not be seeing. I know that more of us have to be out here seeing tattooed moms, tattooed and pierced moms, and not that I feel the need to represent the alternative mom, but it just goes to show that all of us come in different shapes and sizes and with different interests and different passions. And like I said, moms are multifaceted, and moms in general, we are a varietous bunch. So I love when I meet people who are totally shocked to find out that I'm a mom, because it gives me an opportunity to take someone to school. I get to say, yeah, I'm a mom. I have a 4-year-old kid at home. Well, who's home with your kid? My husband, my equal partner in parenting, is home right now with my kid while you and I are enjoying this cocktail. And not all of us are fortunate to have partners, or, you know, as involved partners, or as available partners to, you know, to co-parent. That's a privilege that I have, and I acknowledge that. But, you know, getting to educate someone who isn't a parent that, yeah, I still get to have a life because thank God I have an equal partner in parenting. Yeah, and that's, you know, that's something that, that's a whole other, you know, topic in sexism and patriarchy that we, you know, that we don't often talk about. It's the expectations of fathers versus moms, but that's a whole nother can of worms. We don't have to go there. I also, you know, just love to remind these people that despite, you know, opportunities to go out and to engage with peers, I still want that. You know, I still want to hang out with people. I still want to go to happy hour. I still want those things. You know, my life has not ended after having a kid. And, you know, I feel like there's just so much fear, especially amongst the young women that I've met and, you know, who have been really shocked that to find out that I had a kid. I've encountered a lot of fear about what's going to happen to their life when they have a kid. And mine is but one example of what could happen. But I think it's refreshing for them to see that your interests and your autonomy can continue after you go through this pretty traumatic experience of creating and birthing a human being. And, you know, no one really tells them that. They're told time and time again that their lives are going to change completely, and they do. You know, my life has changed a lot, but you don't have to lose yourself. You don't have to completely cut off whole parts of your personality just because you're a mom. Yeah, and it's just nice to be able to tell people that. Also, I think most of you forget how cool your moms were in those first couple years. You don't remember, you were like 4 or 5, but I'm only 32 years old. I still have some tearing it up left to do. Let's talk again 10 years from now in my 40s when, you know, after my first divorce, sorry babe, just trying to be realistic. After my first divorce and my 3rd kid, we'll talk about how cool I am then. But for now, 1 kid, married, 32, disposable income, I'm pretty cool. I can afford to be cool, but we'll talk later about that. So, you know, it just goes to show the rigid expectations that we put on moms, and, you know, what you feel like a mom should, you know, what the concept of a mom should look like. And it's probably wrong. So just examine that and don't be so shocked when I tell you I have a kid. So in short, that is why I will continue to call the blog Mama Fierce. Equal parts fierce, equal parts mama. Until next time.